family? What's good? What's good? How y'all's feeling? It's a little late, but your boy couldn't sleep, so I said, "Hey, man, let me see what's going on in the box." I'm like, "K, what's good with it, K? Yeah, that's T over there knocked out." Monica salute, man. Appreciate you sliding through. We talk sports. What's good with it, my bro? What we do is up. You better take your time. Sleep DS was good with it, bro. What's good with y'all? Big Texas was good with it, family. I smashed the like button, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long. But, I figured since I can't sleep, I might as well talk about a quick second. I just came across this information that the WBA ordered GENNADY Golovkin versus ERISLANDY LARA. ERISLANDY LARA, man. They both old dudes, man. So you already know what to expect in that. Oddly enough, though, it seemed like Lara aged a bit better than Triple G. You know what I'm saying? He looked well. He looked definitely 40. He looked every bit of 40 against Canelo the week, man. He looked like it's really time for him to retire, to be honest with you. I don't know what he really sticking around for. Maybe he chasing a couple more paydays or whatever the case, but I don't know what he got going, but he better be careful. I don't know. He coming there gun shy against Lara, man, because again, he wasn't even letting his hands go. Lara in this advanced stage, he just moved less, but he punch a bit more in spots because he moves a lot less now at this advanced stage in his career. You know what I'm saying? Larry wins by UD. I wouldn't even be surprised if he found a way to outbox this dude. You know what I'm saying, Monica? I really think that it's possible. It really is. And again, the way we seen Golovkin look against Canelo, that wasn't that didn't give me no confidence in him moving forward. And I know Lara pretty old, but he look a better 40 than Triple G. Lara was pretty dang good at 60 facts, bro. And he up there in age. I believe Lara about 39. Let me pull his resume up real quick, y'all. But I think he's about 39 or something. Let me see. The American Dream, y'all, versus Triple G, man. The battle of the older guys, man. They could have been made this fight, man. Triple G, yeah, Lara 39, y'all. Triple G don't be trying to fight nobody. And Lara last fight was over Gary Spike O'Sullivan. The dude with the handlebar mustache. You know what I'm saying? Lara TKO'd him in 8. Let me pull up his resume for y'all real quick, man. You know. It won't stop till it does in a blow. I'm gonna take it, niggas. Wherever I go. See, this is the guy Lara fought last. Spike O'Sullivan, who he TKO'd in 8. He was beating him up, yo. He dropped him in the 4th and just pretty much beat him up and stopped him in the 8th, man. He was punching on that dude. Gary Spike O'Sullivan might look like he might need to hang it up too. Lara was sniping his ass and picking him off left and right. Before that, he fought Thomas Lamana. He KO'd him. Before that, is Greg Vendetti. That was a unanimous decision. He KO'd. This was funny when he knocked out Canelo, brother, y'all. If y'all never seen that fight, go look it up. They might have either the whole fight. If not, they definitely got the highlights, yo. Lara beat the hell out of Canelo, brother, yo. He whooped his ass and stopped him in 2 rounds. Beat the hell out of him. And before that, he fought with Brian Castano, which was a draw. Before that, his last loss was to Jared Hurd. So the last time, Lara lost was in 2018. That was a split decision and a good fight over he lost to Jared Hurd, and he had this draw against Castano. But like I said, Lara hasn't lost since 2018. And he's currently on a 4-fight win streak, and 3 of them he got KOs in 3 of them, 1 unanimous decision. So Triple G, man, Triple G could be in for it. Okay, I'm typing with one hand. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the Golovkin resume up because he probably out here about to get punched on. Lara gonna dig in his shit. Triple G, 42, 2-1, 37 KOs. We know pretty much the resume with this guy. Biggest number right there is that 40 banger, man. That man 40 years old and he looked like every bit of 40. You know, he just seen him lose to Canelo unanimously. He got his ass handed to him. You know what I'm saying? Before that, he fought Murata. He had a TKO in the 9th round over this dude. He was getting hurt to the body. He knocked out Camille Sarametta. Yeah, it was a TKO, a stoppage. He blasted through him. He etched by Sergey Derevyanchenko. Destroyed Steve Rose, and he lost. So his last 2 losses is both to Canelo. Of course, his only 2 losses is to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'd be looking to get back on the winning side of things, man. But he's going to have to be on point. He's going to have to be on point. Yeah, I'm up. Alex Alberto, what's good with it, bro? Yeah, I'm up. I'm up 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, sir. Sleeping time finals over. Yakuza looking. Oh, for throwing the flowers down. They said it was a sign of respect. It could have been lying, though. Lara's left hand versus GGG jab. And that's a fact, DS. That's what it's going to be. That's what the Batman 817 was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. Yeah, I'm up on the late hours, man. I just couldn't sleep. So I said, fuck it, let me smoke one and talk about this fight that the WBA ordered. That, it's a battle of the 40-year-olds for the most part. Like KL, you might choose to fight his IBF mandatory. That's cool. Either or. It's just cool that they ordered it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I ain't checking for it necessarily, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I just seen it, AG. I seen him beat dude up. He got mad because dude clipped him a couple times. Yeah, and that's the question for me, K. If he lose, I think he should retire. If Triple G lose this fight against Larry, he should retire. If Lara lose, especially if he get knocked out, he might want to hang it up too. 817 the fool. He said Lara versus GGG is the geriatric middleweight championship. Hey, that's a fact, my bro. That's exactly what it is, man. Y'all smash that like button for me. I appreciate everybody in the building and coming to kick this after hours boxing with your boy, man. The Kane and Walker belt. Oh shit. Both of them. Yeah, they did. It's the battle of the 40-year-olds, 817, man. Let Lara steal one from Triple G. What if he scalped him, He sniped Triple G, send one of them sharp ass counters or lefts down the pipe and shakes Triple G shit. Like said, I'm here because I support Asia. Yeah, he's a weird guy, ain't he? He a nice dude, but he weird. He weird, They look about 2 weeks trained better than me. Yeah, right now. Facts. 817. Yeah, that depends for men championships. Fact, they out there looking super old. I'm telling you, Batman, teared him up, man. 817 on fire. Lady doing the super chat, put some color in here in the late night. Yeah, I think I broke my thumb trying to hit the heavy back yesterday. I asked his corner sleep, queen. Yeah, I'm up late. I couldn't sleep, man. I made a late night store run, got me some swishers, and now we here. I'm telling you, Terry, I'm smooth. I'm telling you, 817, terrible, Face salute, my bro. You think what's good, Ash? I appreciate all y'all coming in here to kick a little late night boxing. It's like 2:01 where I'm at. Yeah, man, they need to. Fate, they're gonna need to go ahead and get it out of there so we can see one of them dudes hang it up. Yeah, it's just cardio for you. Hey, man, cardio better than nothing. 817, man. I need to get my ass in the gym. Yeah, he just punched on his young boy. Why you doing like that? Why you do boy like that, man? Did boy pretty bad. beat him up like that, man. I don't know why he disrespected that young man like that in front of all them people. Full disrespectful, y'all. Telling you. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. Beat that old man up like that. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. It better be in 5 after 8 rounds. Lara legs and shit. Yeah, Lara gotta do it quick because he definitely them legs gonna give out on boy, man. They gonna give out on him, man, for sure. Let me turn this camera on, y'all. Will still be asleep. Oh shit. I swear, I want to see Floyd versus AB, bro. Yeah, nah, for real. 817, man. Hey, you might as well give us that. You giving us everything else. You might as well go ahead and let AB get that bread, man. AB ain't taking no dive. Dwayne fell asleep too. Damn, D Free and knocked out too. Actually trying, yeah. Hey, bro, I swear that's exactly how I seen it, yo. He clipped Floyd one too many times. Floyd just had to smile it off. He definitely was mad about that. It's almost like he go back into the real fighter mode for a minute, hurt the dude, and then immediately feel sorry for him. Like, damn, I shouldn't have did him like that. Like how he did Don Moore. Like when he stepped it up on Don Moore, he was in the back walking, saying like how he wish he ain't do that. He ain't really want to hurt him like that. Beat that boy up. MMA Prosper, that's all I know. Oh shit. Which card is that? DS. Yeah, they ass is knocked out. TV pulling them 8-hour streams, 10, 12-hour streams. He different, man. He built different over there. I'm surprised I ain't surprised that he sleeps, should I say. But yeah, man, the WBA ordered this fight. You know what I'm saying? They saying they got a period of a month to reach an agreement, man, which will end on October 23rd. Said the winner of this fight will be the only WBA 160-pound champion. You know, this is an attempt to consolidate the belts and stuff like that, because I believe Lara got a regular belt or something in Triple G. It's like the super champion or some shit like that. But they say in case the teams do not reach an agreement, one of the teams refuses to do so, the fight will be sent to an auction with the 75% split for Golovkin and 25% for Lara. So he better work it out if they're gonna make that fight at all, because that 25% sound like some shit, man. For real. Yeah, maybe fights, it was all mixed up. Oh, they had a circus tonight. Oh, I bet. He threw a circus. I did peek at the Floyd fight. I ain't really care for it because I was up. I just peeked at it because it's, you know, some sort of boxing. Even though it's an exhibition out this motherfucker, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And he may hit Yoshi dude on the right spot and dropped him. Yeah, dude couldn't take no more. He said, yeah, I'm out of here, man. See, that's smart. You can't miss a fight, fan. That way, yeah, man. You know. Telling you, man, this dude made sure they mixed it all up, boy. They had a mixed bag right here. It basically like was like the trail mix of combat fighting. Basically, that's what you're saying. Muay Thai, MMA, boxing. You know what I'm saying? That was like the trail mix of combat sports tonight. That's what they just threw. Then on boxing and MMA shit, I could see it. I wonder what kind of matchups would it bring if he was at the helm of boxing. That is interesting. I wonder, man. I wonder. I think GGG wins, but he need to unlock that old style back. Yeah, if he come in there being super technical and second guessing himself, Lara fuck around and beat him, yo. And I ain't even joking. And like again, in this version, the version of Triple G I seen in the ring last time, I ain't impressed by that, man. I ain't too sold, man. Lara might be able to hang around. Lara might be able to kick his ass, y'all. Lara might be able to put a foot in his ass, yo. He looking super sus out there. He looking Like, he don't want to throw his punches. He's second guessing himself too much. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing a little bit too much. Said Floyd Mayweather knocked out a bodyguard. What the hell? There only be one champ per division, I think, if Dana ran boxing as well. I mean, I wouldn't be totally against that at all, though. It'd make it better. It'll force people to care more about fights than the actual belts or the belt. You know what I'm saying? GG just need to go for it. You're not gonna get the KO. He should just be confident in there. Yeah. If he gonna come in there and he gun shy again and get beat up because of it, and Lara end up outpointing him or something like that, because I don't think Lara will knock him out. Triple G still got a hell of a beard on him, but we fuck around, don't come correct, and Lara get it off on him in there, man. It's gonna be ugly for him. It'll be time for him to step up out of the ring, man. See how they look like they can for real. I want to see how they look, man, because Lara body looking old nowadays, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen him. Last time I seen him, body was looking old, man. Be dead. Facts. Lara, yeah. Hey, Ash, I really think he could pull it off, man. I think he move enough, just enough nowadays, and Triple G is like just old enough for this fight to be a lot more competitive now. You know what I'm saying? He still got some power, but again, he don't be letting that shit go, man. Yeah. He still got that thump, and Lara's still sharper at this point. I think he aged a little bit better, and he is a bit younger at the same time, but I think he aged a bit better, if that's safe to say. So yeah, they trying to consolidate these belts. That's why they ordering this fight, y'all. If anybody wondering, y'all smash that like button for this late night cook, man. This late night live. Appreciate all y'all coming through, man. It's 2 a.m. I don't know what we all doing up still. Didn't want to rematch me again after you fight GGG. I'm telling you, baby, that shit could be entertaining though, man. And for some old guys, because I know Lara's still gonna try to fight, and again, he moved less, so he's forced to fight a bit more. So it'll be interesting to see if Triple G find his power for that fight, or he find a way to start letting his damn hands go. You get what I'm saying? GGG. 160, GGG might be more fit. Yeah, he did look a little sus at 168 too. I ain't want to blame it on the weight, but he ain't look good at all to me. From a performance standpoint, like his body just didn't respond to me. He looked in decent shape, good shape, but his body didn't respond once he got in there. And I never seen that. And I know some of it is age, but it seemed like a bit more than that. It's like something was holding him back from throwing punches. Demetrius Bright was good with him, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up on this late night, this early morning, should I say, live. Yeah, for it. If I come up big, I'll put a portion up as well since you put me on that. Okay. Facts, 817, I think so too. He looked at like a shell of himself in terms of like activity. Like he just would not let his hands go. He was second guessing himself. He was super jab dominant. He was more technical than he needed to be, if that's safe to say. Like I think Jonathan Banks changed the wrong stuff with Triple G, man. I don't think they a good mix at all. Cinnabon weak ass knew that. So did his own. That's a fact, bro. That's why they waited about 3 years to give it to us again. You work nights, so you be up. Oh, that's what's up, man. Hopefully work is going good for you over there, man. No way, but I don't want anything. Just hope you get real money for it. Oh, yeah. Let me pull all night. Give us a link, just do, please. Both for the fights were supposed to be cake. B was just wasn't the plan. Yeah, nah, GGG in them picks. My bad, y'all. Yeah. Beeble fucked them plans all up, 817, for sure. This is his own. He had a gut. That's what I'm saying. He ain't look too hot, man. He didn't. Bro looked a little crazy at work days. So I stay up at night. Yeah, K, you be up, man. But K, the only person I know probably could stay up for 2 days straight or more. You should stay with Abel. Said facts. Even though he is that, a racist dude, it's suspect as hell. He should have stayed with him. I never understood his decision to not to leave him. I believe I thought that I heard it was about money. Abel Sanchez wanting a bigger split or more money, and Triple G wasn't beat, something like that. And that's kind of weak. You should have paid him, man. Y'all should have rolled out together. Should have retired with Abel Sanchez by your side. He looked like a shredded, fresh fighter. Yeah, he did. I think 60 is where he really belongs. Not saying he can't adjust at 68, but remember, he just jumped up there for one fight. And I'm a firm believer acclimating to the weight classes. Like, that's why they have him for a reason. But for him to jump up there, that's definitely a money grab because he's going right back down. See what I'm saying? He can't. I don't care what he's trying to say. Oh, I'm a champion at 60. Nah, why you ain't stay your ass at 68? It's some smoke up there for you. Fight Edgar Berlanga. If it was money, they said, I don't know. The truth, though. Yeah, man, it was the money. They said, man, look, yo, we can make a lot of money. Canelo was like, hey, you can get payday. You can get payday. I know it. I know that. He was like, told Golovkin, you know, if you fight me again, you can get payday. And Golovkin was like, hey, guys, this is hype, guys, it's not about money, guys. Yeah, right. You up 20 million, boy, and you ain't let your hands go. We know what time it is. And you still don't think you should retire? Yeah, it was a money grab. You ain't even fight. Can't believe them boys gave us a pay-per-view sparring match. Yo, they is bogus. I can't believe that, yo. Got the nerve. They can't say shit. Yo, we could be as mad as we want. They gave us a mid-level pay-per-view sparring match that was supposed to be a trilogy. It was a horrible trilogy, in my opinion, man. That shit was sparring at its to the mid degree. That's what that was. With a whole crowd watching. Canelo came out swinging for the fences like he was like a little brother trying to hurt his big brother. And he realized he couldn't really hurt him, but he could hit him. He just said, I'll just hit him and outpoint him since I can't hurt big bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. That's what that fight looked like to me. First knockdown, Lara, GGG, shit. I mean, GGG still got that power. I don't think he so Lara better be cautious and smart, but as far as Lara ain't knocking Triple G down. That boy got a beard. And Canelo ain't do it, Lara ain't gonna be able to do it, I don't think. Even though they got different styles, and Lara could kind of catch you with a shot you don't really see and snipe you, but Triple G still got a hell of a beard on him, man. He ain't even been down in his career. Shit, neither is Canelo. I seen Canelo hurt one real time in his career against Cotto brother when he was like 19. But man, yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting fight if they make it, and unless Triple G find a way out of this fight. And if he try to find a way out of this and he fight lesser competition than what Lara is at this point, I'm gonna be on his ass, man. I'm gonna just demand that he retire. I'm gonna mess around, give his ass a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? He play if he want, I'm gonna give him a ceremony. I'm telling you, give his ass a ceremony for real, yeah. What happens if Wilder hits Joe Joyce's chin with a clean right hand? Although Joe Joyce's chin built a little different, man. He got a hell of a beard on him, but I think Wilder right hand is just something special. That's like a stick of dynamite going off when it hits you. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd sleep his ass if he catch him the right way, or he'd get him drunk and then hit him again and sleep him. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe Joyce would be able to take a little bit, but ultimately, if he gonna be in place for that right hand to land, if Wilder find a home for the right hand, pretty much against anybody outside of Fury, I think sleep is gonna be on the menu. Joe going done. Yeah. He going 10 burr. His big ass going 10 burr if Wilder right hand clip him the right way. That right hand ain't nothing to play with, man. That's not something you want to keep smacking you upside your head, man. Make no mistake about it. Wilder is not the guy you want to repeatedly be punching you upside your head, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, man, I think this fight just kind of surprised me a little bit. But again, it's a good attempt to consolidate some of these belts because that's what everybody be complaining about. So I'm in favor of that too. That's why I would want to see this fight. Nonetheless, to see how to play out with these pretty much both guys being 39 and 40, pretty much 40-year-olds, man. And I say the loser should retire for sure. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need sticking around, like especially if Triple G lose. You lose them little straps you holding on to, you might as well go and call it a career, bro. Eleni's D too leaky. Yes, sir. I think so too. And I heard when they did spar that, them years ago, I heard Wilder put hands on Helenius. Wilder put him, he gonna do that to Helenius. Helenius gonna take a nap. It's gonna be against his will, but he's gonna take a nap. Or he's gonna get punched out, I believe so. Shakur calling out Haney who wins that fight. The only issue with that is, I guess Shakur was caught up in the moment, but he probably spoke what was really on his mind. But he ain't getting no Haney fight right now because Haney tied up. But when that fight do happen, it's going to be a high-level chess match. Both dudes is hell of a fighters. I just feel like it's going to be a battle of the IQ and wits, man. And I'm telling you, that's gonna be chess played at its highest level, man. But Shakur, to me, I seen more offense out of him, and we all know what he do defensively, and he continues to do it. You know what I'm saying? To the point where even when he get hit, people almost make it seem like he get hit too much, when in fact he get hit less than every active boxer right now. Period. So it's like that fight gonna be a chess match. Because Devin Haney is smart as hell, man. So. Them two dudes, for Devin Haney not to have an Olympic pedigree, he's still very smart and well schooled. Like, so it'd just be a tough fight for both, man. It'd be a battle of the wits, but I'm gonna lean towards my guy, of course. But non-biasedly, I got reasons why. Like I said, offensively, he's shown me more, and his transition from offense to defense is a lot smoother. He's a tick bit more fluid in the ring. Like I said, when Haney is defensive, he's defensive. I ain't saying he can't transition over from one to the other, but in doing so, I believe he got to work a bit harder. And that's when I was watching that sparring, even though it's like a small sample size, you could kind of see some of that playing out. One guy just a bit more fluid and more comfortable in there. They're both comfortable in gym rats. They know their way around the ring, but one of them just seemed to me had to work a little bit harder to get his work off. So that could be a key factor, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or like a small detail is the fact that when Haney throw his punches, they kind of loop before they get to the target. The way I've been saying is like it kind of bend the corner and then it get you. Shakur could take his shits from home straight to the target back home. Like, so it's a small little details and nitpicking shit, man. But that fight would be like a tit for tat, I believe, until somebody either figure one or the other out, but it's going to go back and forth for a while. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I just want to try to be as logical and realistic about that matchup because it's a 50-50 type fight. I don't see it being like no 60-40, nothing like that. Joyce versus Parker didn't impress me, to be honest. I knew that fight was going to play out similar to how it did, and I felt like Joe Joyce could knock him out. And he did heavyweight problems or Wilder, Anderson, and Joyce right now. Yeah. I'm telling you, Joyce punching like that, yo. He got a good punch, a good beard, and he's sturdy, man. And he like slow and steady. Even though he's slow, it's just slow and steady. Like he could get it done. And it's like his emotions get the best of him. Yeah. Facts. And I think he'll remain calm because he know how to do it. Wilder slept Eleni's in one of them training camps, see? And I think he going to do it next trip. He can't square up that much. Fighting Tank, though, and that's a fact. And we all know he can't. And I just be wanting to be clear, too. because it's fair to say that what you're saying, 817, and I agree 100%. And I always say this: people got to know he will not fight Tank the way he fought Conceição at all. And I'm so real, and y'all know how heavy I rock with Shakur, from Jersey to Jersey. You get it. But I'm so real enough to say, and you know I don't do no bias and no fanboying. If he was to fight Tank the way he fought Conceição, that probably would lead to him being knocked out. That Tank ain't no damn Conceição. He would not be able to do that. That would be very, very dangerous. I'm not saying he can't do it for a while, but ultimately that just being his game plan against Tank, he punched entirely too hard to stay in the fire that long. You're going to get burned against Tank, and sleep will be on the menu. Somebody will be picking you up. You'll be on your way walking out, and somebody be having to explain to you what happened, what punch just hit you. Like, I'm real enough to say that. Trust me. I know he can't fight him like that, but I know he won't fight him like that. BF got Haney. I got Shakur. Yeah. I know how BF rocking. Yeah, I got Shakur too, 817. I do. In a close competitive fight, but I just feel like I've seen more out of him. His game is a bit more polished for me. I don't, yo, and you know what? I say this, man. I get it, yo. They're not punchers, yo. They're not punchers, right? I'm cool with that. But what they can do is hit and not get hit, and they can box their asses off. Big Dog Willie was good with it. They can box their asses off, J.O. I don't think you know, like, again, this is just put it in perspective. Them dudes just not power punchers. That's just not their bread and butter. They're boxers. They're like pure boxers. You get what I'm saying? So I don't go into a Shakur Stevenson fight like expecting a knockout. I understand based on the body of work and the style of the fighter and what he brings to the table. I know not to expect something that, you know what I mean, it's not his bread and butter. I'm not saying he can't get it, but I'm not going into a fight or a Devin Haney fight expecting like a knockout. I'm expecting like a masterclass performance, like, you know what I mean, putting on a show, like displaying the sweet signs. That's what I expect from both of those type of dudes. That's why their fight would be a chess match. You know, I think they got enough. I've seen them have enough power where they ain't just being walked down and walked through. You get what I'm saying? I think that's saying something. It's close though. If Devin had a little more thump, I'd pick him. Yeah, man, it's real. And I think Shakur showed me, like, he was sitting down and he was digging to the body. He was getting a desired effect. He just, dude was tough. He was a veteran. He never been knocked out. You get what I'm saying? It ain't like, hold on, y'all. Oh shit. My bad, y'all. I'm tripping. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. My bad, y'all. I ain't even have my mic plugged in. I was tripping. My bad for that. And my damn son fell off the damn couch. I know I heard a damn thump. Boom. His little ass fell off the damn couch. Stayed asleep too. Tinker Ryan. You know Ryan is going a lullaby. Sing him a lullaby. Sleepy time for him. Slow motion. Yeah. That's how they fight, bro. Yeah, he wouldn't fight Tank like that. He too smart. And he know Tank too dangerous. And he said as much. He know that'd be his toughest fight because they was both. It's funny because both Tank and both Devin Haney and Shakur was both asked who would be their toughest fight. They both said Tank, both of them. Devin Haney said it immediately. Like he, my bad, John. He ain't even have to. He ain't even have to think about it. They said Tank almost immediately. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think so too. I question AJ though, because I don't know. AJ got identity issues. He might get knocked out by Joe Joyce. Yeah. That's what I say all the time. A17 be killing me. I don't think he pillow fisted either. They just not knockout artists. I try to agree with people when they say like they ain't knocking people out like that. Nah, they just not knockout artists, yo. They just not. And it's okay. It's just not. But can they do what they supposed to do, and can they do it at and at a high level? Of course. Alden Johnson, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. But he has the flaws he needs to fix to beat them all. In my opinion, the things he needs to work on more. His footwork got to get better still. Yeah, I think, it's always stuff to improve on. But I always said this. I think the way Shakur utilizes his footwork is it's a little underappreciated because I've heard so much since the fight, and I was there. Like I said, since Friday, I've heard so much as people say his feet are trash. Like it's trash. So it's like, just follow me for a second, right? I've heard his feet are not good. He need to improve them, and it's fair. He can improve there. It's no slight there. It's all good. He need to improve there. But I've heard his feet are trash, right? But how do you control distance and range that well if your feet are bad? Like, you get what I'm saying? You need your feet to be able to establish the distance and range. Am I right? So it's like, if he's one of the best at doing so, and we know that, how is his feet bad? How do he have bad feet? I think the way he utilizes his footwork is maybe just underappreciated because it's not a lot that he does. It's subtle footwork. It's very subtle. He moves out the way just enough, or he do that little jump step backwards, you know what I mean, to create space, you know what I mean? But he do just enough for you not to hit him. And I think maybe people see that as his feet not being that good. But to me, I think he has very educated feet because, like I said, if he didn't, then he wouldn't be one of the best fighters in boxing at, controlling the distance and range. You get what I'm saying? And fighting at a range that's comfortable, staying just out of range where you can't hit him, leaning just enough, you know what I mean, where you just miss him. I think it's just underappreciated. Maybe people don't, particularly care for it. You know what I'm saying? Bruce face didn't look like he was in no damn pillow fight. That's what I said, bro. That's all I said. That's what I'm saying, bro. Shakur's super skilled fighter, my favorite fighter. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters. Tank, one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? I rock with these dudes. Shakur got popped. Just for like some people have good chins, and you gotta be precise to get that knockout. The style is patient to just box and not get KOs. Yeah, and one critique that I could honestly take away from Shakur's performance, maybe that could have, stopped them from getting a knockout, a possible stoppage. Being that he's naturally defensive minded, y'all, and just follow me for a second. Being that he's naturally defensive minded, I think once he started pressing and he started like having in his head he wanted the knockout. You get what I'm saying? He wanted that knockout, but he pressed for it to the point where he kind of forgot the fact that he needed to not throw every punch hard, not throw every punch with the same speed. It would have been wise for him to change the speed up on the punches. That I do agree with when people were saying that. And I think that small little tactical error was made because, again, he was going outside of what we would think would be his comfort zone when he was pressing forward and trying to create a knockout. You get what I'm saying? And I think in doing so, being that that's not naturally what he does and he's more defensive minded, he kind of missed, you know what I mean? That kind of got away from him, and he was just, he was hell bent on throwing everything hard, and he was placing them, but he could have mixed up the speed, which probably would have created different openings for him, and he probably would have allowed him to get a knockout. Yeah, Jamel Herring face looked crazy, bro. 817. He beat his face up, man. Joe Joyce, yeah, he fighting slow motion, bro. He fighting slow motion. It's impossible that Joe Joyce is so slow that he's fast. You know what? The timing is decent. His timing, I ain't gonna say it's the best. His timing is decent. Yeah, he fell off the bed. My bad, y'all. Let me try to speed up. In fact, it's not taking a skip, taking a walk, weaving, shuffle type shit. Joe Joyce says people, you can see his punches from a mile away. Yeah, he a big presence in the ring, man. He's a big dude in there. He's good. Just he needs to get better. It's definitely not trash at all. I'm just taking more circling around the ring more just to stay out of close range. And the other stuff he gonna have 2-4 TD. Yeah, yeah. Always work. You always need to improve because he definitely flawed still. You got, even as great as his defense is, he can always still get better there. As crazy as that is, you know what I mean? He could always just get better offensively just from an IQ standpoint, learning, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that you had a guy pretty much ready to go, and it's just a certain way that you got to proceed from that point and handle business to kind of put the cap on that and get him out of there because that opportunity was there. I just think, with him throwing everything hard and Conceição bracing forward and tying up, and he just did a good job at surviving, and he had a good beard on him as well, mixed with the fact that Shakur is just not a knockout puncher. He's not some great finisher either. But, if you don't belong in there or he gets you enough or the right way, he can get you out of there. But more than likely, you can expect a masterful boxing performance. That's just something that you got to understand when you watch him. You know what I mean? If you just a real heavy on knockouts, that's just going to be one knock on Shakur that you have on him. And it's okay. It's all good. I always said it. Just imagine Shakur having power like Tank, y'all. It'd be like cheating. Yeah, that shit'd be cheating right now. And I think we all in here could say that if his power was like Tank's, could y'all possibly see somebody beating him? You get what I'm saying? Think about how unfair it'd be. Damn, it'd be unfair. You get what I'm saying? That shit'd be Imagine if Tank was the size of Boots Ennis. Imagine that. Imagine Tank Davis was the size of Boots Ennis or some shit like that. Or you get what I'm saying? Big as hell because he can box. So you get what I'm saying? And he got the power. So imagine being a bigger guy, period, just considerably bigger than what he is. Get what I'm saying? Like you got like I forget how Tito Mercado, the guy that been calling out Keyshawn Johnson, I believe he's a pretty big guy for the weight class. Imagine Tank having that size on him. It'd be unfair because y'all really see somebody beating him. If Tank is actually going into fights being a much taller and bigger guy, imagine Tank being 5'10" like Barrios, having a reach like a Boots Ennis or some shit, Terrence Crawford type reach. That shit will be unfair, bro. He would not lose at all. So I think in a strange way, I think that's what makes Shakur exciting too, because he don't have this one punch knockout power. He's not a knockout artist. So in reality, if you are a good puncher, you have a good chance at hanging around if you have a good chin as well, and you could protect yourself to some degree. You get what I'm saying? And that's what makes the fight exciting, because it's like either he gonna outbox you, he gonna box your ears off, or you might catch him and stop him. But you're gonna have to catch him, and it ain't gonna be easy. Just the same way it won't be easy, for him to just outbox somebody that has power. He gonna have to be very smart the entire fight. It's vice versa. That person with power will have to be very educated in how he catch up to Shakur. Like he ain't an easy dude to hit. Uppercuts were open. Yeah, that's something else he showed in his arsenal too. Them left uppercuts, some sneaky uppercuts he was throwing. Yeah, man, I caught that too. We talked. I was saying that's something he ain't usually do, and that's why I said up to this point he showed me a very he showed me a pretty good offensive arsenal thus far. Like he can really do some stuff in there that's special, man. And I think he gonna go far because he still understands his hit and not get hit. He still does get hit with good punches, but he walks through his best. Yeah, man. Yeah, AJ. Yeah, I think AJ would be the weakest link out of all of them right now. and he struggled with identity issues, he might get in there trying to box Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? He might get in there and really try to box, and then end up getting caught with something. And I definitely think Joe Joyce could knock him out. I would like to see if he could hurt Joe Joyce. I mean, I would think he got the power to hurt any heavyweight, but it's just identity for me with AJ and game plan. Like, it's attitude. Like, you got to come in there understanding, like you said, you 18 stone or whatever you said, that 18 stone guy, you're not a 12-round fighter. So why are you coming in there trying to box people and go 12 rounds if you saying you're not a 12-round fighter? Go in there and try to hurt your man and give yourself the best chance possible. Of course, you focus on landing precise, but there were moments he could have just unleashed more combos. And that's a fact. Just like, and again, when stepping out of his comfort zone, it's like, good thing about it, he didn't make a ton more mistakes than what he'd normally make. But I think he kind of forgot that, you know, everything don't have to be hard. Let this dude is a little hurt. Let me switch it up. Let me change up the speed. You know what I mean? Let me mix it up. Let me throw more than 2 punches. Let me, you know what I mean? Rip some more combinations in there. Like, make them, you know what I mean? Give him a lot to worry about. Basically just make it hell for Conceição, because that's, after a while, he just really ain't had nothing for him. He couldn't do nothing with him. Yeah, that would have stopped him for sure. You see, even EJ though, EJ was tweeting out, yo, the corner should have stopped it. Even with, and that's why I was saying, like, I was hearing people say, like, I recently, and that's one of the family said it is, like, he played it safe. I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep saying this. Me being there and having a good bird's eye view on it, and me just like, I was in here like that, you know what I mean, watching the fight, like, locked in. I'm like, he pressed in there. What part of those 12 rounds did he play it safe? I don't understand, because how was pressing forward playing it safe? I'm lost. I'm trying to understand where people be coming from. Instead of telling somebody they wrong, I really be trying to understand where at did he play it safe in the fight. I just didn't see it. He didn't play it. I watched him. He really tried to get this dude out of there. He said it. He said the dude was tougher than he thought. He said he tried to get him out of there. And it's like, people had a problem with that. I'm like, yo, y'all bugging, man. Since when was Shakur Stevenson this knockout artist, y'all? He ain't never said it. It ain't like he was. What did he say to him when he was face to face with that man? What did he say? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do Friday night? He beat the shit out of him. That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. He really beat the shit out of him. He ain't say, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna stop him. He ain't guarantee no knockout. I'm understanding why are people so mad that he didn't get a knockout. How? Why? That's not what he do. Over Tank at both sides, bro. That's what I'm saying. Over, know what I'm saying, bro? AJ, it'll be over, bro. It'll be over, bro. It'll be over. Somebody would find themselves hurt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will be hurt. Tank was the size of boots. That's what I'm saying. Undisputed, pound for pound, everything. He let Robinson get a little too much, trying to set up big shots. Though, facts. But I say this though. I say this, and that's fair because that's true, and I understand that point as well, and I agree with it. I say this, in taking more risks, right? And again, that's why I highlight him stepping out his comfort zone would be him being more pressing on the front foot, right? In doing so, that means you taking more risks. So in taking more risks, you know what I'm saying? You open yourself up to get hit just a bit more. And even in taking those risks and pressing forward and really trying to lay into this dude, he still didn't get hit with that many punches. The punch dash was wild. I know some people even complained about that. I'm like, I just heard too many negatives be taken away from a guy that just 12 zipped somebody. I didn't hear none of that with Haney. I'm hearing he played it safe, but people said Haney was jab happy. Some people say he played it safe, but I understood his approach. I feel like I understood his approach. It's like I didn't hear that with him, but I hear with his 12 zip, it's like it's all these problems. Like I don't understand. His face wasn't marked up. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't lumped up. The only lump he did have was like, I think, a headbutt. I just don't get it. Like, I ain't saying it was perfect, but damn, man, young man pitched the shutout. The man pitched the shutout. I don't understand what he was supposed to do more that he didn't do. And again, pressing forward, yeah, that's why he got hit with some of them shots. And he got hit clean. He got hit right in his mouth. I was seeing it. I was right there to see his head get popped back a couple times. But the way he was able to, react and respond after the shots, and he was never in danger of losing the fight or even losing rounds. He really handily beat this dude. And I'm like, if you're going to use a 12 zip as a measuring stick to say he can't beat somebody, it's going to be hard to convince somebody like me after I just seen him show more offense, you know what I'm saying, and be just as defensively sound as he's been being. You get what I'm saying? I don't get it. It's like, I don't know what he was supposed to do. I don't walk into them fights, bro, being like, yo, Shakur Stevens about to knock this dude out. You know who I expect knockouts from? A knockout artist, Tank Davis, man. I know who to look. If I want a knockout, just do want a knockout. I know what fighters to look for with a knockout. You get what I'm saying? I know Tank more than likely gonna sleep. I know Wilder more than likely he's gonna get a knockout. Real knockout artist. Mel Charlo, the way Derrick James changed him. You get what I'm saying? And made him believe in his power and his confidence. You got a real good chance of seeing a knockout with that guy. You know what I mean? So it's just Shakur just not one of those guys. And I admit that openly, honestly. And I don't have a problem with it. It's just that's not one of his gifts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he punished him, K. That's a fact. He punished him. He punished him, man. And a little eye abrasion and not from the head. But you dig what I'm saying? In 12 rounds of getting it in. And I just don't, 817, I just don't see where he played it safe. Like, where was he like, you know what I mean? No, he was pressing forward. I said it. As soon as he get comfortable, he's going to press forward. I was listening to what he said. He wanted to be more offensive. That's why he was going for it like that. That's why I'm like, yo, that's stepping out of your comfort zone and still not putting yourself in a bad position as he's doing so. You get what I'm saying? That's why I respected that. A lot of people, you know what I mean, going, all right, prime example, man. And I just want to say this up front and in front of everybody. I rock with all of these fighters, these young kings that put on for the sport. I rock with Devin Haney heavy. I rock with Tank heavy. I rock with Shakur heavy. You know what I'm saying? But if we're comparing and we're saying, one played it safe, who really actually went for it? Who went for the knockout? Who really visibly had their guy hurt a couple times? And body shots was killing Conceição, man. And body shots was killing that man. And body shots was eating him alive, man. Yeah, it was not a dominating performance, though. Oh, shit. Okay. Sure, it wasn't. I don't know. I seen a shutout. I was sitting right there. I seen a shutout. That's what I seen. The dude left in the stretcher to go to the hospital. IVs, all type of shit. He was in a fight. So, yeah, he took some shots. Duh. Talk to him, man. And taking risks, you get hit. But if that's not a dominant performance last night, I don't know shit about boxing, y'all. And I'm willing to say that in front of all y'all. If Shakur Stevenson ain't pitched a shutout Friday night, I don't know shit about boxing. And I don't have no problem saying that. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep saying I was right there looking at it, clear-headed, non-biasedly as I always do. That dude was getting his ass chipped. And I don't want to say getting punished because that wasn't a punishing type performance. But he was getting beat up the entire night. It wasn't even close. He was getting beat up. Yeah, I don't know. If that's not dominant, shit, I don't know shit about boxing. He was dominant to some people. It didn't look like it because dude was fighting back and just throwing. And you know what? It's crazy, yo. It's in this case, this is how I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. I'm going to make sense of this. For the people, right? When you give assessments, and I ain't no king of this boxing shit and none of that. I don't talk like that. But I'm always logical and reasonable. If you're going to give an assessment, right? And you giving an assessment of Shakur performance, right? It don't matter what your critiques are. Your critiques are your critiques. Whatever you see, it's okay with that. I don't have a problem with it, right? But if the only thing we're taking away from that fight is all negatives, you think you gave do you think that's a fair assessment? Do you think that's a good assessment? Do you think when somebody is breaking down how a fight played out, right? And the only thing you did, even if it's on the other side, if the only thing you did was speak on all the things he did good and you unwilling to, engage, and discuss the things he did bad, then it's a poor assessment. So it's like, what I'm telling from my overall, like what I'm gathering from all the talking that been going on about this fight, I'm hearing way more negatives than positives. I like it, and I never seen nothing like it. I don't even know. It leaves me. I'm kind of confused because I'm like, what kind of boxing are we watching right here? This was a gold medalist. You know what I'm saying? A dude that arguably should have been undefeated, and we all seen the fight. Arguably should have been undefeated. Arguably gold medalist came in there. Nobody never knocked him out. Nobody never dominated or beat that boy ass like that. Man, look what happened. He dogged him. People, yeah, he really wasn't. He could have done better. It was a sloppy fight. Shit, man. Shit. Yeah, that fight was sloppy as hell. That was one of the worst fights I've seen too. Yeah, it was sloppy as hell. I couldn't believe Shakur was that sloppy. Was it Shakur that was sloppy, or was it Conceição that was sloppy? I told you, you can't win. You can't win. Not with Shakur. You can't win, boy. He was sloppy. He should have did more. I don't know what the more is. Knock him out. He's not a knockout artist. I say this over and over. And people were saying he should have knocked him out. How the fuck should he knock out somebody that never been knocked out? He should. Think about the way you saying it. Say he could have. He could have. He could have knocked him out. You say that, and even that would be an opinion. There's no fact. You could say he was supposed to knock out somebody that never been knocked out, and the guy that's fighting is not a knockout artist. I don't understand. I don't know what he was supposed to do more in there. I swear I don't. I would love for somebody to tell me. And it's crazy because I didn't hear this critique coming from a couple different performances that just recently passed too. I ain't hear this type of stuff. Man, that shit different, man. A beat might have been worse than Haney's beating on Kambosos Jr. in my opinion. That boy was lumped up. It was he delivered a lot more offense, respectfully. He just did. He showed more of an offensive arsenal, and he definitely touched his opponent up more than he just did. You could see it's clear as day. It was clear, and he fought the better opponent. Not that it's no slight in neither one of these dudes. I'm just speaking what I believe to be facts. In my opinion, I feel like Conceição beat Kambosos' ass. I do. And I think if Shakur came in 131.6 and weighed in that, and Kambosos came in at 135 and they fought being in separate weight classes, Shakur would absolutely dog Kambosos. And I'm willing to bet anything on that. Anything. And it wouldn't, and I guarantee you wouldn't walk away from the fight saying all he did was throw a jab. But I watched the fight closer than that. He established the rounds. He controlled the rounds with the jab, but that's not the only thing he threw. So I just want to be clear. I'm not of that mindset. That's not the only thing Devin Haney did against Kambosos at all. He controlled the rounds with the jab. He established control in each of the rounds, to me, kind of establishing and creating separation. So it kind of took the judges out of it. In my mind, it was smart to me, but I still seen more offense. If we talking about from each of their fights, I seen more offense Friday night than I seen against Kambosos. Yeah, dominate. Dude, like 60 shots, bro. 60 punches. Put that in perspective. If that's not dominant over 12 rounds, bro, I don't know what is. Never knew Robson fought that awkward, though. He fight like he drunk or tired. But you know what? Bro? You know what I think, Fate? Part of the reason he was fighting that way because of who he was in there with. If you look, a lot of those shots, I think Ash was talking about it. She was saying like he was pushing his shots, and I agree, he was. Like, I think he was desperate. Like, especially once a couple rounds, he was down a couple rounds. I think he got desperate, and he was just trying to not so much just throw caution to the wind, but in the way he was just trying to throw anything in. He abandoned his the technique that he do have, and the technique that he did show and display against Valdez. He didn't show that against Shakur, and I think that's because it was a different level of fighter in there with him, and he became desperate early to hit him because he wasn't able to do what he wanted to him. Awkward fight, yeah, exactly. He wanted the old boy to sit there and let Shakur hit him. Yeah, I mean, Shakur, man, to me, his body work was crazy. I don't think and that's 19 fights he got now. And none of those fights, none of the other 18 fights did he go to the body the way he went to the body Friday night. He was tagging that boy, tagging him. You feel me? Feel me, AJ? You know, I mean, I try to be as fair as possible with assessments, man. He got stuff to work on. Yes, he do. And I'll start with his strongest point, defense. Still got stuff you could fix there. You know what I'm saying? You definitely, it's always something to fix. The less you get, especially when you fighting a killer that could turn your lights out, like a Tank Davis, you absolutely do not. Because the difference between Tank Davis and everybody else, 60 punches for Tank Davis might be enough for him to have you comatose. So I'm real enough to say, even though his defense to me is great and it is the best actively in boxing, still got to improve. When you talking about Tank Davis with that melatonin in his gloves, you don't want a NyQuil nap, yo, in front of everybody. The last thing you want is somebody waking you up like, yeah, he got you, yo. Yeah. Like Rolly walking in the back with his pops like, yo, what happened? Pops was like, man, you know, knocked your ass out, man. Yeah, he was hurt, bro. The body shots. Remember, he started like jumping, bracing. He did not want to get hit to the body no more after a while. He did not. He fought a smart fight. Smart. He could have been better. Yes, there's always room for improvement. I'm going to always say that. And still, with all this being said, he's still right under 20 fights, y'all. Got so much more left. He just hit 25. Got so much more left. He could have done better, but he barely got touched and basically had a clean sweep against the same Conceição who did to Valdez. You see what I'm saying? Did what he did to Valdez. Shakur dominated clearly, and it still wasn't his best. And that's the truth, yeah. And I think he was switched on. I think he delivered in terms of entertainment. He showed the people at home and in the arena, like, yo, I'm trying to stop this dude. I've seen a concerted effort to press forward, land shots, take shots to give his, like, he fighting them in the pocket. How was that playing it safe, man? How was fighting in the pocket playing it safe? I don't give a damn who you fighting. How is fighting in the pocket and coming forward playing it safe? Stand on the outside and using your distance and range and length or height or whatever. That would be more so playing it safe. Not playing it, not going in the pocket. How's that playing it safe? I don't understand. I don't understand how people process boxing. I want to know if I got it fucked up. Do any of y'all feel like pressing a fight is playing it safe? You coming, walking to a fighter. You going to him, which allowing him to hit you a little more than what he probably would have. Had he played it safe, you think 60 punches was bad. He probably would have landed 40. You get what I'm saying? He fuck around landed 40 if he really played it safe. That is something he just did not do, man. I watched that very clearly with an open mind, clear eyes. I got 40s, motherfuckers. I seen pretty damn good. Good angle on the fight. I seen, you know what I mean? You can see you seeing sweat getting punched off somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? I seen pretty good. I seen Keyshawn damn near punch his opponent man bun out his head. Like, I seen all the action. I've seen a fighter out there pressing to try to get a knockout. And as a result, I don't think the knockout came because I think he was a little eager to get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 817, they rob Conceição against Valdez. He's about as dominant as you could get. He broke his ass down. Just didn't get a knockout, bro. That's it. See how easy Shakur beat both? Facts. And that's how you know his level and his pedigree is just different. Out of 10-2 Shakur either way, it was one-sided masterclass. That's a fact. And I don't even argue that, bro. You get what I'm saying, Jay? I just feel like it was a clean sweep because, even when he had success, he never sustained it for no stretch period of time where I could really give him, like, say we broke it down to, it's our rounds already broken down in 3 minutes. Let's say we break it down from minute to minute to minute. Nowhere in none of those rounds could I say like he was controlling a significant part of any round. So that's why I wasn't scoring no rounds for him. And I consistently seen him and I already called it. I was saying it to the dude sitting next to me. I said, he gonna get tired around round 6. He was tired around round 6 against Valdez. And he had, in the first half of the fight was his best half of the fight. And he still found himself to be tired. He was fighting at his pace for the most part in the first fight. In the fight against Valdez, and still got tired. So just think, if he fighting at his pace and somewhat of Shakur pace, and he missing big, remember all them big shots, said by round 6 he gonna be tired. And we seen him walking back to the corner, chest moving, breathing real hard. I said, what did I tell you? Dude start nudging me. I said, I told you he was gonna slow down, and Shakur was gonna start picking him apart. John, salute my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through on this late. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. Master work, yeah, for 12 rounds, man. C Woods, salute my bro. Appreciate you. How you been, my boy? Yeah, man. See, man, I was happy to see these young kings put on, man. That building was that building was live. The energy was good in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think he delivered. He came out there and delivered. The only let down for me is not him not knocking him out. It's him relinquishing his leverage on the scales. That hurt me. I ain't want that to happen to him. I'm like, man, that's. But then again, and look, we all about self accountability and holding people's feet to the fire. I respect when people hold their own feet to the fire, and that's what he did. He said, I signed a contract for 130. I should have made 130. But he did. He went in and say, and you could call this an excuse. If you think this is an excuse, I might think something. You ain't listening right. He said that. I should hit. So that's owning up to it. I signed it. I should have made it. That's my fault. But he's like, I tried. I pushed my body. He said he started pissing orange. I ain't no doctor, like I said before, but I'm pretty sure ain't none of us supposed to be pissing orange. So it's like, at what cost do you try to make that weight? You pissing orange already, bro. You really pushed yourself to the limit. That's not a good sign. So it's like, and he still was able to come out there and put together that kind of performance. So just for people to be able to take nothing but negatives away from it, it leaves me a little confused. And I'm not saying don't critique him. Hell yeah, critique him. Point all them shits out. Hey, he held to a high standard, so hold him to it. If he fell short in any area performance-wise, hold him to it. Hold him to it. Hold him to it. If he did not perform the way he talked like he would, hold him to it. But he did tell that man, I'm going to beat the shit out you. And that's what I think he did. He beat the shit out that boy. He ain't say, I'm going to knock you out. So I'm going to beat the shit out you. That's what I seen. Asses being whooped, man. And he did. Shakur only got hit an average of 5 shots, period. And that's right on average, K. That's right on his average. It was 4.6 at one point. Now it's like at 5.1. It's at 5.1. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, AJ. Appreciate you, bro. I'm just saying, man, I try to be as logical and reasonable when I talk boxing with the family, man. I don't fanboy for nobody. That dude gonna have some things to work on. And I always say this, anybody with less than 20 fights, even with 20 fights at 25 years old, is gonna have plenty to still work on. Even he know that. But right now, where he at, he in a good spot, and he just it's important for him to continue to keep learning, keep growing. And this situation don't have to be an L if he learn from it. If he can learn from it. And I say, yo, even if you go into a heavier weight class, I think moving forward, if you in a financial situation, which I believe he is, to be able to afford a nutritionist, I say go that route and get the absolute most out your body and out your career moving forward. Show the people that you really could learn from a mistake like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get past shit. That's how you operate. But for me, people was reducing this man's whole career into this one mistake. They reduced his career all the way to this one miscalculation with missing his weight. And I thought that was bogus. I'm like, you can't do him like that. Yeah, you could hold him accountable, but damn, just to reduce his career to this one moment, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? And then for the man to come out and tell y'all he's pissing orange and people still talking about, so what? He should have made the weight. You sound crazy, man. You sound crazy, bro. I'm sorry. And if it got to that level for the people that question his work ethic. So what the hell you think he was doing for him to piss orange? Like sitting down, chilling, work half-assing, fucking over? Because you obviously, that wouldn't be the situation if you ain't putting in no work. You know what I'm saying? The man put in work. His body outgrew. They went to the well one too many times. They gambled and they crapped out. You know what I'm saying? Went to the table one too many times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And now it's time for him to move up. Now he got to close this chapter. He got to create more. He got to continue to build on his legacy and learn from this mistake. He applied what he learned in this situation. He'd be all right. Before inside fight, he's a lot of clenching. Yeah, he does. When he sits down and punches, he get hit. Shakur better all around at all 3 levels. And then, you know what? You just made me bring up a point. And I want to be clear, like, if y'all ever hear me hating or tearing a fighter down, hating on them or tearing them down, call me out. Y'all the family, so family call each other out. So if y'all hear me fanboying or tearing a fighter down, call me out. I'm glad you brought that point up, because another thing I wanted to say, right? Not even the last performance. Fuck Kambosos, right? Remember when Devin Haney decided that he wanted to go outside of himself and he wanted to be more of an entertainer and try to press for a knockout, y'all? Do y'all remember what fight he did that in, y'all? Y'all remember the fight? Because I know y'all seen the fight. And this is no hate. Just follow me for a second. Do y'all remember the fight Devin Haney had where he decided he wanted to be more entertaining to the fans and he wanted to be on the front foot, pressing forward, trying to get a knockout? Remember that tough Spanish kid that he fought, y'all? No, y'all remember it. Remember that tough Spanish kid he fought in JoJo Diaz? Remember when he decided instead of being Devin Haney and staying on the outside, using my range, using my feet, and just outboxing masterclass, and there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, he decided, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm gonna press forward and I'm gonna start taking it. I'm gonna start taking it directly to JoJo Diaz. Remember that, y'all? Do y'all remember what the end result was? Him hand raised and a convincing performance. He probably lost maybe 3 rounds, maybe 2 to 3 rounds, maybe. But that's not my point. Did you see what was happening when he went outside himself and started to press forward and try to be more of an entertainer? Did you see how many consecutive left hands he was getting cracked with? Did you see Shakur Stevenson getting hit with that level of clean shots over and over and over and over and over again last night? And I had the clip in my brand section. I'm mad I deleted it out because it illustrated exactly what I'm talking about. When he decided that he wanted to press and show the people that, yo, I got some punching power, I could hurt this dude. Remember how many clean left hands that he took to the chin? Remember? Because I remember him getting tagged over and over. I remember JoJo Diaz walking in with pretty much not even a jab, just throwing the left and cracking him. Who got one of the hardest left hands? Ain't Tank Davis southpaw? I was just wondering. Know what I'm saying? You tell me where I'm wrong at. The difference there is when Shakur decided that he wanted to press Conceição, and who, in my opinion, is a better fighter than Kambosos. When he wanted to press him and go outside himself a little bit, he did till he took some shots also. Yes, he did. But did he take them constantly back to back to back with the same shot over and over? Did he get hit with anything that was alarming where you look like, oh shit, he get hit with that again? He got hit. And he got hit with some of those against JoJo, where he was like, oh, JoJo ain't no real big puncher, and you're lucky for that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how I assess things. I just try to be as fair as possible, man, as real as possible, man. Yeah, them 75 body shots. And you know what, yo? I even heard somebody say he was headhunting. Yeah, I'm just like, how do you headhunt when you land 75 body shots? Just can somebody please tell me what people be talking about? I be trying to understand. I'm one of the fairest people. Instead of criticizing, I really be trying to understand where people be coming from with some of their wild perspectives. How do you land 75 body shots, but you was headhunting? You wasn't going to the body enough. I'm like, yo, what fight was you watching, bro? Like, god damn, man. Yeah, he is smart with that 817. He is, bro. He is smart that tying up shit. He is. That one time, damn, and survived it. Oh no. Yeah, no. Not hurt though. Not hurt. I ain't talking about when he got hurt by if you was talking about me, I ain't talking about when he got hurt. I'm just saying that in particular fight against Diaz where he allowed him like that same punch to clip him over and over. And I was making a point because with him fighting Diaz and Shakur fighting Conceição, those was both fights where those dudes both who are defensive minded first and natural pure boxers decided they wanted to press on the gas and step forward and land shots. And, one of them, opened themselves to get hit way more cleanly than the other one. That's all I was saying. So even with Shakur going outside of himself, he's still defensively responsible enough to not get hit over and over and over. But he did against Valdez, and I call that out. Valdez is cracking him over and over with them right hands. And I think he caught him off guard a little bit. He didn't think Valdez was going to keep shooting them shits. He was sending them shits down the pipe. He just couldn't hurt him. Oh, man. 817, I would have dropped the link, bro. My bad, yo. I would have dropped the link, yo. I would have dropped the link if you want. Hold on, man. Because I'm going to be up here if you want, man. If I drop it if you want, because be up here for a little bit more. He was landing them shots just below the belly button. Yeah. And then some of them did stray a little low. I do think, but I don't think it was intentional. Knows that Devin is big for the weight class. He's straight. Big frame for 35. It's hard to neutralize the cleanse game. Shakur has the attributes and skill set they can. Yeah. Just said I got 4 of these. What's that? If he's a masterclass type boxer, he understands what he isn't good at just as much as he knows what he can do. And that's a fact. And that's what's gonna get him by in fights. Not just what he can do in the ring physically, his IQ. He's a smart dude. Devin Haney is smart. I just be wanting to be clear. Like when I assess fighters, it's not coming from a place of bias or hate. I don't dislike any of these dudes. You know what I mean? They all make the sport what it is, man. They all make for the best, some of the best conversations, content-wise. Talking about these 3 kings, mixing it up. Because Ryan is not one of them. He ain't one of the 4. It's them other ones. He ain't one of them. You got Dev, Tank, and Shakur. T.O. he used to be there. No such thing as safe when you're in the pocket and you get hit with harder punches in those spots. It's clear. That was clear. Shakur taking risks on his opponent last night. You get, bro. That's all I was saying, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, bro, how did he play it safe, man? Teach me how you do, man. I'm trying, bro. I appreciate you, 817. I appreciate you, my bro. Hey, man, I'm gonna keep beating this in people's heads that, you know, it's always gonna be people that really try to have responsible, you know what I mean, conversations, productive ones, man. I ain't got all the answers. That's why I engage. Y'all be seeing me way behind in the chat because I try to, you know what I mean, let everybody be a part of the conversation. Like, everything y'all saying as well as what I'm saying matter. Not just, you know what I mean? But he showed exactly, K. He really showed at his levels. And he really reduced the gold medalist to an amateur last night. He had that boy looking worse than he ever looked. And I ain't saying he looked super good anyway, but man, the guy that fought Valdez, he looked far off from that last night. And I know they're different fighters, but man, he had him desperate. Exactly. I said the other day, you get what I'm saying? And it's just like, we going to keep pushing this shit the right way, man. We're going to keep growing and pushing the right way. I got to try to be responsible. I try to be fair to the people, you know what I'm saying? These fighters, no doubt. That's why we go back and forth, because they going to make some make some real money, and they're going to take boxing to the next level as long as we keep supporting them and they giving us the right fights. Honestly, Robson should fight Valdez for a rematch. That fight would be good for him. Get back in there with a win on him. Yeah, get his ass in there. I know Valdez wouldn't want that. That'd be like his worst nightmare. Since Shakur, he'd be like, God damn, y'all want me to fight him again? Yeah, man. Shout out to the Night Owls. Man, shout out to everybody that came through on this live. That's 3 o'clock in the morning, because I don't think I ever been up this late on live, man. I had, but not like this, man. So I appreciate all y'all. Y'all smash that like button, bro. Yeah, if he could redeem himself, that'd be cool. That's why I wasn't against him getting the opportunity against Shakur, because I felt like he deserved a shot at the belts, even though I knew he wasn't gonna get him. Cards, a motherfucker, nigga, look up, and it's round 5, yo, and you ain't won one of them, yo. Shit get hectic. I'm telling you, and you like, man. He started pressing. He like, I gotta hit this dude some way, somehow. I got to. And then and being desperate, he was able to land some shit. Being desperate. It's crazy. He was able to land some shots. But again, man, it's always levels, and he showed that. And I'm glad he just moving up. The only thing I'm mad at is him, you know, fumbling his situation in terms of the weight. You know what I mean? And I understand the piss and orange part. So I just want to see him learn from it. And I wish he would have went up to 35 on his own terms rather than his body forcing him. Charles been cutting down to make the lower weight classes for advantages. He missed weight for Valdez and had to go back and shed the weight to make in the second attempt. Yeah, I know that, but you know what, Jay, man? How many fights? I said this to people before. That might even be true, but you know who else that's true about? Damn near every other boxer that's boxing right now. Or most of them, damn near not over 90% of the boxers that box right now. None of those dudes, all of those dudes be fighting at a weight class lighter than what they could for whatever reason, one reason or another. It's not just Shakur. And then I would urge people that thinks like that. He has 19 fights, right? It's 19 people in. He had 19 fights, right? Show me in any of those fights where Shakur Stevenson used his weight to win the fight, or show me, or you felt free to chime in. Let me know any fight you felt like the reason he won is because he was bigger and not because he was better, smarter, more skillful. You get what I'm saying? So, like, even if that is true, this guy is not winning fights because he's outweighing people. He's winning fights because he's smarter, more skillful, just better fighter, better pedigree. You get what I'm saying? Higher skill level, just better talent, higher ceiling, generational talent type shit. When we talk about Shakur, I think that's what we talking about. But, you know, I've heard weight bully. You know what I mean? I've heard people question his determination, his work ethic, his skill set now. I heard people reduce his career to missing weight. You know what I mean? I hear people saying, like you saying, he shrunk down in weight so he can have this advantage that he need to have. And I think some of it I understand, because when you miss weight, you open the floodgates for that. So now people looking at it like, see, I told you he should have been moved up. And I get that. Just like he owned up to it and said, I understand all the criticism, I accept it. And that's what a man do. But again, in 19 fights, he never used his weight to win, not one of those fights. And again, this whole notion, people was like, well, he gonna be getting hit by a much bigger man, so he gonna hit so much harder. And then they still tell me Shakur don't punch hard. So it's like the weight is not a contributing factor the way people are making it, is what I'm saying. It's just not a deciding factor in any of his fights. 126 and 130 is the first issue with the weight, really. Yeah. I think Shakur Stevenson real powers at 135. Might have had it whole time. Yeah, we would know when he gets to fight up there. A lot of guys. Yeah, we gonna find out. It's possible, yo. Every fighter had the reweigh. Yeah, it's real, bro. Shakur has worked his way up the right way, then moved him up the right way, man. Yeah. And again, it was just a miscalculation. I think people are not taking that into account. Like, it's no excuse for him. He just miscalculated. You get what I'm saying? He thought he maybe could make the 130 weight without depleting himself. And then when he realized, maybe he got to a certain point in camp. And like he said, once he realized he pissed and his shit was orange, I'm pretty sure, imagine he was shook. Like, yo, man, I'm good. Yo, I ain't. Whatever I am. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that explains the work ethic. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, he accepted responsibility, which is cool. And he went out there and still pitched out a hell of a performance. He had to sit 2 hours in salt water to cut 2 pounds before weight. Then y'all see what happened after his fight. He couldn't even walk to the ambulance. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. That shit ain't no joke, man. Jorge Linares and JoJo Diaz. Linares too, bro. He tried to do the same thing. Oh, yeah, pressing forward. I just know he got caught with that shot, but only reason I used the JoJo Diaz thing because I was saying, like, that's a fight where he really was getting clipped to me. And for me, with the JoJo one, he was beating JoJo ass and just got clipped with that one shot. And still, he was beating that boy ass. With JoJo actually won a few rounds, maybe at least 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Arguably about 3 rounds, which is not many. He still got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? But in those rounds that he did win, and in some of them that he did lose, he was very competitive and able to land the same shots repetitively because, you know, Dad was stepping out of his comfort zone from being a pure boxer, being defensive minded, to pressing forward like, yo, I got him. And respect to Haney, he took all them bitches. He took all them bitches. And everything that JoJo do, taking them joints. Took all of them. Hey, hunting, all that shit, bro. My bad, y'all. Me speed up. Prime Linares. Yeah, man. Prime Linares was the real deal. Man, everywhere but under his feet. That's a good one, bro. I ain't never heard that one. He said he hit him everywhere but under his feet. So sloppy in his technique, but Shakur broke him down mentally. That's a fact. I was trying to tell my Brody Chop. I was like, yo, I don't think Shakur was sloppy. Valdez, Conceição was sloppy to me. Shakur first punch just let me know it was something. He was coming to fight, whip that motherfucker in there. To be smarter, no doubt about it. Agreed 100%. AJ, he definitely gotta be smarter. And yeah, and I think he would use his footwork differently against Tank because of the dangers that Tank present. You get what I'm saying? And I think it would only be right for him to. I know he would fight him a different way, and he knows better. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely knows better. Absolutely knows better. I mean, land some good counter punching on Tank that way. Don't press. Yeah, nah, he ain't gonna press Tank like that because it just wouldn't be smart. It just from a strategy standpoint, don't play with that. That's not the guy to play with in the pocket. Like you better have a granite chin. Your chin better have some vibranium in it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because man, don't play with him like that. Man, I rock with Tank. Do not play with Tank like that, bro. Unless you want to take a nap, might as well go ahead and pick you out a Tempur-Pedic or you know what I mean, memory foam mattress and a pillow, and just call it a night because sleep. I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, they gonna have to fight eventually. I hope they do. Damn, it's still early to me. Yeah, K. I'm gonna be in a couple more minutes. I'm glad y'all came to kick it with me, man. This turned into a good conversation. KJ, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, man, I had to do this, man. If I know people really be up around this time and be, you know, this will help somebody get through their day. Shit, I start doing these a little more often. Start doing them late. For sure. He said exactly what I said before he read the comment. Punched on his ass, man. Shakur not a weight bully. Tyson Fury's a weight bully. Tyson Fury. And again, good. Glad you brought that up, okay? Tyson Fury is a prime example of somebody that uses his weight to win fights. And he'd come in weighing, look how much he outweighed Wilder in these fights. You get what I'm saying? That's somebody that uses the weight for fights and to win fights and to get advantages and try to drain you. That he uses his weight as a tactic. Shakur Stevenson uses nothing but pure boxing skill to beat your ass. And that's why I keep telling people the weight is not the reason he's beating these guys, yo. That's not it. He's beating these dudes because he's very skilled. You got to think of the lack of success that these guys are able to have. So say if he's way bigger than these guys, what does that have to do with the fact that they can't hit him? You get what I'm saying? So it's like the weight is not the reason. It's just not a deciding factor. And when it is, I will call it out. I'll be like, I seen him using it. He don't use his weight to win a fight. It's just brains, skills. Nah. Yeah, damn, man, be up forever. From 1:30, I like to see Oshaki. Yes, sir, man. They got to stop acting like he ain't there. We talk. They got to stop acting like Oshaki ain't there. Hector Garcia. Or being that Shakur getting out of there, Oshaki versus Hector Garcia, bro. Give Oshaki Hector Garcia or what's the other one, man? Or Joe Cordina. Give him one of them title shots, bro. He's sitting in the win like he ain't nice, man. Give Oshaki a chance, man. Guarantee you, man. I think he'd beat Hector Garcia. I really do. Lamont Roach. Oh, Hector Garcia versus Lamont Roach. WB already happened. Damn, Cordina, Rakhimov. Man, damn. Navarrete versus Valdez. Valdez might get chipped. That's going to be a good fight. That one I want to see for sure. Valdez and Navarrete. I want to see who hurt who. I want to see them dudes punch on each other. I had Dad versus JoJo 932. See? I'm with you, 817. I felt like he slipped in and got 3. And it's just the success that he was able to have. I'm like, you know, people always say what Shakur can do against Tank. And it's fair. I get it. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, like, that's why I brought that up. Because that's something that he can't do against Tank as well. It's like we could all nitpick and point out moments and things that these fighters probably wouldn't be in their best interest to do against a certain skill set or against Tank, simply put. Like it's a lot of, you know what I mean? Like Teofimo, you can't come in there doing all that posturing and playing like you was doing with your last opponent. Tank will sleep your ass. You get what I'm saying? You can't come in there being emotional like you was with Cambosis or you will get slapped. You get what I'm saying? Loma, you can't come in there and not throw punches for 6-7 rounds like you did against T.O. fighting Tank. You get where I'm going with this? I can point out all these dudes at 35 where I seen them do shit that if they did it against Tank at a certain time or at some point in the fight, it could lead to them being knocked out. So that's all I'm saying. That goes for all fighters, and it's things that Tank do that he does that wouldn't be in his best interest against certain fighters. You get what I'm saying? And it's just what it is. That's how it is. I'm gonna keep urging people to open their ears twice as much when I'm up here, man, because I rarely will stay within logic and reason. Even when you disagree, you will always understand that I come from a place of logic all the time and reason. I don't try to be non-biased because I just feel like I ain't biased. So I don't feel like I gotta try to be. It's almost like being real. You either are or you not. You ain't no trying to be. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be it's either you are or you not. So I feel the same thing when it comes to bias. You either are or you not. Ain't no trying to be. So I ain't gotta try to be. I just call this shit how I see it. And a lot of these fighters, all these fighters are flawed. And like I said, all of these dudes, I could point to things that they've done in fights that it wouldn't be smart for them to do against other fighters. You know what I'm saying? Or it could put them in a position to lose. More so, especially when you being Tank, like overextending with your punches, miscalculating your distance and range, or like being repetitive, doing the same thing over and over, that'll get you knocked out by Tank. It's true. A lot of fighters cut down. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So, and then follow me. You get where I'm going? Like, he never uses his weight to win a fight. You get what I'm saying? It's just skill, pure skill. You know what I mean? And just brains, IQ and shit like that. So, again, and maybe you still see it different, but just tell me that ain't at least reasonable. It's like, a lot of dudes cut down like that. And then not only just the cutting down, it's just like, you just don't see him win fights depending on his weight. And like, you know what? I'm bigger than this guy, so I'm going to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I said yesterday to people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I said it Friday before I went and headed to the fight. I said, I'm telling y'all now, when that fight is over and that final bell ring, because I was expecting it to be a decision went unanimously. I said nobody, and I mean nobody is going to leave that arena saying, damn, man, he wouldn't have won if he had that 1.6 over. You get what I'm saying? Nobody's thinking about that shit. Nobody at all. It's like, that just is not a contributing factor in no way, shape, or form. Then somebody was like, yes, it is, because he's getting hit by a much bigger man. You don't know how much those dudes rehydrated. Conceição's not a small dude. I don't know if people be looking, but they look. He's not. That dude ain't small. He ain't small. He didn't look. I was seeing him train. He didn't look like no 130 pounder. That dude's huge, man. Look around with it. The metabolism will allow him to keep that weight and train. True. Weights, no rights. Damn it, man. This thumb is fucked up. Oh, damn. Oh, you fucked your thumb up for real. Damn. Ice your joint, man. I know. I hate fucking jamming fingers all up and shit like that. I used to be good for that 817. Tearing my shit up. That Mexican meat to be able to keep cutting weight with no problems. Especially when you outgrew the weight class. You know what I mean? Take your ass up. Take your ass up, dog. You did. Tank and Benavidez still get killed over missing weight. I just don't like giving fighters excuses. Not him. And remember, it ain't no excuse. Remember, you get what I'm saying? I wanted to be very clear. And that's what I was out when I did the lives speaking mostly on the weight thing. I wanted to be clear about that. I was telling the people, the family, when y'all hear me make an excuse for him, call me out on it. Ain't nobody say it, and I'm pretty sure ain't nobody scared to say it. You heard me, they would have called me out. I ain't making no excuse. I just said, when you see that a person tells you they try to make it, and then the fact that you pissing orange, I don't feel like that's an excuse not to make the weight. I think that's a legit reason not to make the weight. Like, it's nothing intentional. You get what I'm saying? It's more so like, now we talking about your health, and that's exactly what Shakur said. Like, just listen to the things that he revealed and spoke on. You could tell he's being honest and sincere. Y'all, I've been professional my whole career. I tried hard. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I got there, just my body wouldn't respond. Pissing the orange. Even Ward said it. Andre Ward said it. He understand what happens. Sometimes you just get to a point in camp where your body just won't allow you to cut that last bit of weight, especially not not cut it and not be depleted and less of yourself and end up fucking up your performance. So I think it was a smart move for him not to try to make it in them 2 hours after he realized he didn't make it. Because, like I said, I don't want to keep saying it, but, ain't nobody supposed to be pissing orange, bro. So that was a sign that he was working his ass off. He owned up to it. And he said, he accepted criticism because he should have made the weight. That's why I like to put all this in perspective, because this is where I was at before he even got there. I was holding his feet to the fire, and it ain't no excuse for him. He signed a contract. I said his opponent made weight. He was supposed to make weight. And then people was in here saying, oh, man, he did it on purpose. It was premeditated. I'm like, y'all give me a headache sometimes. Like, you really gonna run with that? You comfortable? So as a man, you comfortable with saying, he missed weight on purpose? You comfortable with saying that? You don't have the slightest bit issue just saying that shit and just running with it. Yeah, he did it on purpose. I know he did. What? So you telling me he gave his belts away on purpose? So you think he wanted to open the floodgates to negative criticism in the homecoming fight? Just to add all the things in perspective. That's why I say people are too emotional, so it blocks their ability to see a situation in full. They just see one little discrepancy or something they don't agree with, or something where they can make an issue out of it, and they hone on that instead of looking at the whole situation and putting the entire situation in perspective. Like, it's a way to speak on what happened with him without making an excuse for him, and I think I do a pretty decent job at not doing that. Yeah, man, that's what it is. 817 for some people, not nobody, not none of the family in here, but people be looking for something to say. Drop was the 1.6 really made a difference, huh? You get what I'm saying? 817. That's what I was saying, man. I was glad to be in the building. That energy was perfect, man, and I was enjoying when I seen that man step on the gas and really try to get him out of there, and he just fell a little short, man. He had that boy hurting. La D, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. Hope that all is good with you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing up this late. I just couldn't sleep, so I had to make a store run, roll up. I still might roll up one more time and go ahead and take it on down. Good morning. We just talking. Yeah, man, just in here talking to boxing with the family. Told y'all Joyce was gonna stop Parker, stop sleeping on that man. Ricky Williams, my bro. What's good with it, bro? Hope you good over there. Yeah, man. Joe Joyce, man. Joe Joyce is a damn juggernaut for real. He got the perfect nickname, yo. That dude, slow and steady, yo. I'm telling you, slow and steady. He's slow, but it's slow and steady. And it's like, you fight at whatever pace you want to fight at. Cool. Joe Joyce is just slow and steady. I'm going to just do what I do. Do what I do. You fight at whatever pace you fight at. I'm slow and steady. And sooner than later, I'm going to catch up to you. When I catch up to you, are you going to be able to deal with it? And we seen what the answer was. He split Joseph Parker up and got him up out of there. And I knew he was going to stop him too, Rick. I felt like a stoppage was coming because I feel like Joseph Parker is he don't get out of second gear. He never did. It never to me in life. In his entire career, when I ever watched him, that's always been a critique of mine. He don't get out of second gear. And I felt like this older version of him, and Joe Joyce just being a big, heavy-handed dude, I ain't feel like Parker was going to be able to evade him all night. Like, he can move. He did have some good success of his own, but I knew Joyce was going to catch up to him. Catch up to him, get him out of there. Score can't knock a loose tooth. Why you trying to kill my man, Rick? You going to come in and do that? You really going to come in and do that to my man like that? Nah, but I always say I'm cool with people that feel like he don't punch hard or whatever. Like, I feel like me being in the building last night, I seen him hurting that man. And I seen a willingness to try to hurt him and try to give people a show. He's not a knockout artist. He tried, though. He tried. I always said it, man. Give that boy Tank power. It'd be unfair. It'd be cheating. It'd be like a human cheat code. We'd be watching a human created player if he had Tank power. He ain't blessed with that. That ain't one of his gifts. Appreciate all y'all in this building, man. Coming here, having this good conversation with your boy, man. Yeah. I mean, it would be great if he did, but I'm just understanding that's not it. It's not something. And I don't defend it. I don't try to argue. I do think he got respectable power. I think he could sting you. I think he could get your attention. I think he could make you second guess yourself and, keep you honest. I think he got that kind of power. I don't think you could just walk through them and, you know, completely just have your way if you wanted to. But knockout artist, absolutely not. But very precise puncher that could sting you, knock you off balance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even his knockdowns don't be always the most hurtful knockdowns. It'll be catch you off balance, sting you, knock you down. You know what I'm saying? But he was breaking dude down last night, though. I just think I agree with people when they say he could have changed the speed up on the punches when he had him hurt a couple times, and maybe he could have created a different opening for himself. That's possible too, though. 817. And again, I just, you know, like, I know something had to be weird with him pissing orange. Like, I know he had to be putting some work in. And again, it's just a simple miscalculation. It's a big deal. It's not like he don't get no pass or none of that. Like, he don't get no pass, and he know it. Like, that's why I appreciate him. He a real one. He told people what it was. He said he accepted criticism. He should have made the weight. He ain't make no excuses. It wasn't nobody's fault. It was all on him. And that's refreshing in the sport, because that's what we want. Because especially, you know, Rick, you talk about many of things outside of the sport of boxing. I'm pretty sure in conversations, you know, self-accountability come up. So that's what you want fighters to have too. So I could appreciate that. And I also could appreciate, I would have appreciated more if he'd took his ass up there and fight sooner. But now it's water under the bridge. I just, like, I think he can learn from it. I think he will. And he'll know better next time. I mean, but what if he did miss weight on purpose? I don't think he did, though. Yeah, that would piss me off if I had like some definitive proof that he did that, and being a supporter of his, all honestly, Queen, Lala, that'd piss me off. And I call that out, because that's weak. That'd be so weak. You know what I'm saying? But the fact, I'm glad that he revealed a little bit more in terms of like the piss situation. So that let me know that he tried, and he was like, nah, it's my health. At this point, I can't do it, yo. And hey, take the criticism, because, you know what I mean? And I was saying, like, ain't nobody gonna give up their leverage, like my good brother Ricky Williams pointed out. So salute the bro, because that's where I got that from. He pointed that out to me when we was talking about this before, the leverage situation. So my whole thing was, I don't think he would have did it on purpose, because that's giving up too much. And it would have been a very foolish move. That would have been a bad move on him and his team behalf. Damn, he did. He threw 1,000 punches. See, that's not normal, yo. That dude is a tank, man. He's supposed to be throwing 1,000 punches. How you supposed to beat him like that? That's crazy, bro. More knockouts just shows how lame Herring was. Even Valdez made it, but favorite fighters do not have great power. Yeah, and that's the thing. I never, like, that's how I know he great, because I never, and this is to nobody in here, I never heard a fighter, like, especially when we all know he's a pure boxer, and it ain't like he one of those dudes that knows he's a boxer but then still promise knockouts. He don't do that. So it's like people were damn near borderline mad he ain't knock people. I'm like, yo, this Shakur Stevenson, right? The pure boxer. Never been a knockout artist. Never. That's just, it's going to be something missing. So I don't even think that's a knock, because you're either born with it or you're not. And he's not gifted in that area to be like a one-punch knockout artist, or any kind of knockout artist for that matter. He's a pure boxer, though. He's a masterclass boxer. Wasn't KO, but you know what I mean? Yeah, he TKO'd him. Yeah. I mean, Herring was old, and Herring, even if he wasn't that old, I think he could have stopped Herring because he couldn't defend himself. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't defend it. He was getting hit with too much of everything. He was getting hit with everything. But look, he put a beating on Conceição. I mean, EJ punished people. He said he felt like the corner should have stopped it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying his word is law, but I'm just saying everybody got different opinions. Like, some people felt like he should have got him out of there. EJ said he felt like the corner should have stopped it. He said he seen Shakur turn up. I heard people say Shakur played it safe. I was there. He ain't play it safe. He tried to fight. He said it. He said he had no more fluids in his body. Facts. And that's dangerous, man. That's playing with your health. So can't do it. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wave offs. You know what I'm saying? He TKO'd him. If he didn't, it was going to get bad, because he beat Herring face down. Like, and that just go, even that performance, that just goes to show you that dude is not like no KO artist. That was an accumulation type damage, and he was ripping him, hitting him with everything. He had him lumped up, bleeding, swole everywhere. Like, you get what I'm saying? It was accumulation. Even that wasn't just sheer power. That's just not what he do. So my whole thing was when I was hearing people assess the fight, why is that something that y'all harping over him not getting a knockout when he ain't like he sat up there and promised it? Do y'all know how many people I heard promise knockouts and he went out there and didn't do it? Even knockout artists, I seen non-knockout artists and knockout artists alike promise knockouts and don't come close. Shakur said, looked that man in his face and said, what, y'all? I'm going to beat the shit out you. Then he got in that ring Friday night and did what, y'all? Beat the shit out of him. So I don't, then 12 zipped his ass while he was at it. Not gonna be pissing orange on purpose. I mean, hey, K, talk about it, K. You dig what I'm saying, K? You ain't gonna be doing that type of shit on purpose. He threw a lot. Oh shit, he did shit. If he'd have threw 1,000, that'd have been crazy. But yeah, man, you just ain't gonna get certain guys out of there. And then my thing too is like I don't be thinking people be putting enough factors in there. I start with the first factor, the fact that he's not a knockout puncher, and he never been that. He never claimed to be that. He never. So this whole notion that people be expecting, and not say nobody in here and expected, because you know I heard a lot of conversations. It seemed like some people expected him to knock him out because he was hitting him with everything, but he's not a knockout artist. And not only is he not a knockout artist, you talking about a fighter that never been knocked out. So it's like, how y'all expecting him to knock out somebody that never been knocked out? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of examples I could make when we talk about knockouts and who didn't knock somebody out. But it just seemed like I'm slighting the other fighters, so it's a lot I don't even bring up. Because I had like when people was bashing him, I know it's a lot of shit I could have said that would have disrupted conversations. But it's like when I'm in somebody's chat, I try to add to their chat. I don't try to be a detractor. I don't try to disagree with them. I just try to, if I have a different point of view, I share my views, but I'm not in there trying to be a distraction or take away from somebody cooking and shit like that, trying to, you know what I mean, come in there and just be disruptive with trying to just go against whatever they're talking about. So I don't do that. But like I said, I never, and I'm going to stand tall on this. I'm going to be paying attention real close to this Kambosos and Haney fight. I swear, matter of fact, after seeing Shakur fight, I can't wait to see that fight even more now, because I want to see the same energy. If he come out there and for any reason play it safe, as people call it, I want to see when people gonna talk shit. I swear, because I ain't hear none of this. I never, 817, bro. You know what blows me though? The biggest annoyance I had with the people critiques out of all of this shit, I never heard somebody, I've never seen a fighter win this convincingly and be critiqued in this way, to the point where if you didn't watch the fight and you was just listening to some people critique, you would have thought he lost. And that's on everything I love. If you did not watch that fight for yourself and you heard certain people cooking on the situation, because they got right into the critiques, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they got into the critiques and stayed into the critiques, and it never turned into nothing else. So again, if your assessment, if you wanted your assessment to be respected, you got to go, you got to be able to explore it on both sides of the coin. You can't just point out all negatives and then pass on and be like, next topic. What? That's exactly what slighting a fighter is. You ain't say nothing about, he 12 zipped somebody, but we taking away all types of negatives. Y'all don't see nothing good he did. He should have did more. In reality, you telling me how much you really think of that dude. That's why, even with him being as great as he is, and a young great fighter, and being on the up and up, and not being a knockout artist, and never been promoted as a knockout artist, never talked like he was a knockout artist, and people still expect him to get a knockout, even if the dude never been knocked out, knowing how to survive and all this shit. That tells me how much people really think of him. That whether they want to admit it or not, that's exactly what it tells me. It tells me, oh, you think Shakur a little bit better than what you really leading on, huh? Because you expect a whole lot from him. That's why I was like, why is a knockout even being talked about? Like, that's casual fan talk. No disrespect. That's casual fan talk. If your talking point for too long is about a person not getting a knockout, that's not a knockout artist, keep it real, man. Is that not casual fan talk? You can't expect that. Nobody watched Floyd like, yeah, man, he better knock this dude out too. You know, when I did hear people say stupid shit like that, it'd be like dudes or females that don't really watch the sport that just saying anything. He better knock him out too. Like some stupid shit like that. Or nigga like, man, Floyd better knock this dude out. Man, do you even know his opponent? No, I'm just saying he better not. It's fluid. That don't matter. Yeah, exactly my point. It's fluid. He ain't knocking everybody out either. And no, I ain't saying he fluid. I ain't saying nobody fluid. I'm gonna be clear. Fluid is one of one. But the point I'm making, you didn't watch his fights looking for a knockout or expecting one. We didn't do that because you knew what you was getting. And that's why to a small degree, I'm starting to question how much of a fighter do people be watching that they assessing, and do they really like this fighter, or is this something personal? Because the assessments be off, man. I'm telling you. A man pitched a shutout pretty much in his hometown where he could have fumbled even more after. He could have unraveled. Could have let that shit be on his mind. He was overweight. Could have let the home crowd play. None of that played into his fight. And none of it played a factor. He got in there and beat that boy ass like he stole something. Dig what I'm saying? Got in there and beat that boy ass like he stole something. Puerto Rican Vice Shakur, you want to rep Puerto Rico? I found it. No knockout power for you. Oh, man. Yeah, man, that's my boy. He just ain't blessed like that, like a Tank Davis in that department of boots, and it's just a natural puncher. Like, just not one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? But he got skills for days, and I'm cool with that. He's skills for days. Shakur landed a total 199 shots to Robson. Look at that. That's what? Damn, 139 shots more. He did beat his ass, just like he said, right? Word up. I was hearing a lot. I heard a lot of different things, like he was talking in a way that he didn't perform. To me, he performed, man. He performed and then some, man. He really did well, in my opinion. My bad, y'all. My bad. Like I said, everywhere but under his feet. Yeah, he hit him. Yeah, he hit him everywhere. 817. I'm looking at copy box now. Oh, word. Kicking that ass, huh? I done got hungry, y'all. On the copy box. Be bullshit a lot, too. You could clearly see Shakur's work. Yeah. That's what I like about his style, too, and the way he delivers his shots. You could see a lot of times if he clipping, you could clearly see it. I just like how he shoot. Like he know he when he loop his shots is with intent. You know what I'm saying? He don't just naturally loop shots. Like, you get what I'm saying? I feel like his shits go from home to the target back home. Like, you know what I mean? Little minor details, little shit that I see certain fighters got these looping ass type punches, and I think with him being as sharp as he is, he'll be able to get in between a lot of that shit. Joe Joyce landed 308 punches. He was in there wailing on Joe Parker ass. Had his face all cut up. You know, off in that boy ass, man. When that bow scout, man. Joe Joyce, Slow Joe be bringing it, bro. Actually, Berlinga's Puerto Rican. He has KO powers. Crazy. Don't know what the hell happened, though. Yeah, Lala, it's like he shot his load or something. Lala, it's like he outside of the first them 16 first round knockouts. It's like he left all his punching power in them fights. Look how his punches don't even be having the same effect on the opponents for the most part. It's crazy. Never seen nothing like that. Like, just from stinging and shocking everybody with your power to just not really, hurting people like that in the last 4 fights. And this Tylenol on this last blunt. How was y'all good cook, man? Appreciate you, 817. You always welcome. Hey, man, I got some topics, man, that's open panel worthy too, bro. So, stay tuned, man. Lock in with me, because I'm gonna definitely need some good boxing brains up here. Like, one topic, like, I want to talk about the top 25 under 25. They got a nice little interesting list, man. I think it'll make a good conversation. I got this other one that is saying, like, who the best mentors. at the time, you know, they had Canelo and Ryan Garcia. They got Tank and Floyd. Who else? It's like two more, but it's like, it's Ali and fucking, I think Mike Tyson. It was another a young mentor. I can't think of. But I got a couple. Like, I be working on some yeah, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to, now that I'm doing this shit heavy, I'm trying to, like, I be thinking ahead. So I had them, like, you know what I mean? Damn near got thumbnails ready for them joints. Like, so I just want people to lock in, because that one would be something worth hearing other people besides myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of fighters. It's a nice list of 25 fighters that go through, under 25 years old. So, you know what I mean? Y'all stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to be reaching out to you to let you know ahead of time. Definitely chop it up. But I appreciate all y'all, man. I didn't even expect to be on here this long, man. So I'm gonna get ready to close out. I'm gonna just get to the 2-hour mark, man. I most definitely appreciate all y'all sticking through with me, man. Talking this boxing 3:47. Damn, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm rolling up again. I'm hungry. Glad I got some more food. I'm about to warm it up because I'm hungry, man. Your boy got hungry back here. All right, bet. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate all y'all in the building. Y'all smash that like button if y'all haven't, man. So ultimately, man, let's see what Lara and Triple G do, aka G40. WBA ordered Lara and Triple G, so they got to fight, and they both pretty much 40 years old. And let's see who got more left in the tank. But I say the loser should retire respectfully. Lara was to somehow get knocked out by Triple G. I think he might want to call it a career. You know what I'm saying? If he gets stopped, he might want to chill. Triple G get beat, he might want to retire too. I say once you accomplish a lot, made a bunch of money in this sport, after 40, don't keep playing with your health, because it's a young man's sport, man. Don't keep taking punches to your head after a certain age. Love Lara. Hope he outclasses him. Me too. Ooh, peace, K. I appreciate all y'all. I'm gonna be here for one more minute. I'm gonna just get to 2 hours, like my boy T. Say he like round numbers, man. Appreciate y'all though, man. Hanging in here talking this good boxing. We're gonna see if G40 try to sidestep Lara and fight somebody else easier. If he do, I'm gonna be on his ass, because he owe us a fight that he necessarily don't want, that we would want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Lara. Hell with, why not? And the winner of that fight is gonna be the only WBA 160 pound champion. Because that's why they ordering that, because Lara got a regular belt. I think he got that regular WBA title, and they trying to consolidate the belt. So by making them two fight, the winner would just get the, you know what I mean, get the belt, and they'd do away with that secondary title. But you don't need too many of those in boxing anyway, because all it do is confuse shit, and it dilute the sport, because people start thinking they acting like divas. They get one of them little secondary titles and start acting like a diva or some shit. You're about to smoke a spliff, might as well keep talking. Yeah, I got I had roll. I had a pre-roll. Well, I ain't have it pre-roll. I just pre-rolled it so I ain't got to do it when I'm so I ain't got to do it after I eat. I done got hungry talking to y'all. I be starving. I'm all skinny back here. The wind blew too hard, I might go with it. Hungry for reals, dude. For real. Starvation Nation. And still moving around Jamal. Yeah, man. Yeah, they're gonna keep trying to duck Maul and avoid him. You know what I'm saying? But all they're gonna do is end up retiring without fighting him. People gonna they ruin their legacies, man. They're not really challenging themselves like that, bro. And it's weak. It's pretty weak, man. Pretty damn weak. We're gonna see how it shake because somebody gonna have to fight him. I just want to see him get back in there. It's been a while since Maul been in the ring. And Mel, you undisputed, and he gonna be fighting Tim Tszyu soon. So if he have a couple fights before Maul had one, like that's crazy. Or he had 2 or 3 fights before Maul had one, that's gonna be crazy. I just want to see Maul Charlo back 100% focused, trained, locked in, and beating ass. And the longer he stay out, the less likely he is to get a top opponent that we really want to see him in there with. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna need like a tune-up or a shake-back fight or something like that. So I mean, we're gonna see what happened though. We're gonna see, man. I just wanna I hope he get back to it, man. I like them Charlo brothers. Boxing is a lot more exciting when they beating ass, man. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully we get a Triple G fight. Again, that shit gonna go to purse bid or something. If they don't make a decision by like the October 23rd, I think then it's gonna end up 75% gonna go to Golovkin and 25% gonna go to Lara. Because Golovkin, the actual real champion, he got the real belt. Oh, I know I need to find me a damn dispensary. Yeah. Let's see if I can try to send you a care package, K. Some type of way. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna work that out. Trust me, K. We're gonna figure that out. Got some people that stay in Georgia anyway, Valdosta, Georgia, so might have a reason to come out to Atlanta, you know. Appreciate my boy K for staying a member on the channel, man. I had about 4 of them, man, until they messed with my monetization for a minute, and now it's back. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all sticking through with me, man. I'm about to get me something to eat and let y'all go to bed because I'm gonna get tired of my damn self. It's almost 4 o'clock. Much appreciation to the family. Stay in the building, smash that button on the way out. Salute to the TWT family. Salute to the kings and queens. I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. K Savoy, my bro. Yeah. I know. But you long as it's there, so you will be within reach some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So, plus, you make a little sacrifices for the fam. So you the fam. So we gonna figure that. Trust me, we gonna figure that out. We gonna figure it out. Trust me. We'll figure something out. But yeah, man, much appreciation to everybody, man. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some sleep if y'all gonna sleep. Y'all know I'll be back tomorrow with something fresh. And we, again, like I said, I'm gonna try to do some open panel type topics where, just create some different conversation up here. That's definitely something that, like, the top 25 under 25 got some interesting names on the list. They got Devin Haney at 1, rightfully so, undisputed champion, and under 25, he's put him at number 1 where he belongs. But they got the rest of the list is pretty interesting too. So I'm gonna reach out to a couple people, see if they want to join this panel when we talk this, man. See if it's something they want to chop it up about. But I think it'll be a solid topic, so we're gonna mix it up for sure. About to make some pepper shrimp and watch another hood movie. Oh, on Tubi. Oh, that's what's up, blah, man. Pepper shrimp sound good. I got some stewed chicken and some yellow rice that I like that I'm about to warm up that I ain't finished eating. Just for this moment, just in case I got hungry late like this. Definitely, man. But much appreciation again, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all here. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some rest. Lala, you enjoy your pepper shrimp and your hood movie. I'm probably gonna be right behind you with something like that to watch myself while I eat this food and smoke this last blunt, and sleep I will go. So, man, salute to y'all. Y'all stay tuned for tomorrow, man. Turn y'all notifications on if they ain't on already, man. Y'all, I'll let y'all boy tomorrow. I'm up out of here. Peace to the